Creative block can be a real pain in the ass. But art is not just what you create, but also where it takes you. And today, Madrid is calling. In today's vlog, I want to show you how I deal with art block, by getting out, exploring, and letting a city inspire me. So come with me as I walk the streets in Madrid trying to find that spark back. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm gonna create. Well, the only thing that I know is that it's gonna be a digital illustration and lettering piece inspired by what the city makes me feel. I will try to show you how I find and structure ideas and also make creative decisions. But most of all, I'm gonna show you how I turn my scattered thoughts into a final piece. And then after the trip, I'm gonna bring it back to the studio and try to piece it all together. Let's go. Okay, so right off the gate, I was thinking about what sentence should I write actually. And also, here in the train, I found a format that could work. What happens if I use this as a mock-up? Okay, so I made it to Madrid, and now the first thing that I want to do in the city is to visit my friend Marta and work a little bit together. I also can't wait to show you what she creates because she's such an amazing artist. Here in the city, I'm so motivated because I just wanted to see Marta for a long time. And look at her work. It's really amazing. So don't forget to follow her on Instagram at Marta_Velázquez because you're gonna love what she does. Oh, my friends give me such a good energy. Okay, day one, I just came back from my friend's Marta's studio. I had such a good day, even though I had to run a little bit in the morning because of the metro situation. I got up really early, but then I almost lost the metro, please don't ask. And then I got to the train, running, I was sweaty the whole time, but I made it. And then I gotta say that doing this kind of videos while I'm traveling is a little bit hard. It's the first time that I do it, and I don't know if I'm gonna get used to it, but they say that you have to start somewhere, so let's do it, I guess. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna hit the streets and I'm gonna try to find inspiration for my piece. So I'll see you tomorrow because right now I am dead. See you in a second. So when I start the lettering piece, I always begin by sketching thumbnails on paper. I believe it's super important to first kind of connect with the letters I'm about to use and explore the possibilities of each individual character. So before gathering any references from the streets of Madrid, which that's why I'm here, I wanted to play around with the sentence that I chose, which is ritmo y alma, which translates to rhythm and soul. I picked this phrase because while walking through the city yesterday, I really felt how deeply these two words reflect Madrid's spirit. Okay, let's start the letter hunt now, shall we? To find proper inspiration, I'm not just looking for letters on the street. I'm also visiting bookstores. And yeah, I know, bookstores don't always reflect the city directly, but they have always been such a strong source of inspiration for me. I also stumbled upon this secondhand bookstore and ended up spending over an hour there, flipping through books about the city's art and culture. Did you know that Madrid was super influenced by Art Nouveau, which was called Modernismo Español here? And obviously in the end I picked up a couple books to take home with me. Time for coffee. When I walked into the cafe, I got a little surprise. They had the magazine I designed the cover for. I'll actually be posting a full video breakdown of that soon, so stay tuned for it on the channel. You know, there is nothing else that I like more than just listening to music and drawing in a coffee place. I don't know what it is really, but I become so creative. Anyway, the second step in my lettering piece is to start sketching some random letters directly inspired by everything that I found today. The final piece will combine lettering and illustration, so this page is really just a brain dump of ideas. Oh, and big thanks to Federal Café for snapping a few photos during my drawing session. While I was walking, I got a message from Ana Vega, a fellow lettering artist, telling me that she was presenting her new book that same evening right here in the city. So, of course, I went, and yeah, I obviously grabbed a signed copy. Go check her out on Instagram at soy.letrista. So just to do a little recap of how the piece is going, I'm liking what I've done so far. Remember that in the coffee place this morning, I've done the little thumbnails, then I went for a walk, I documented a lot of letters and ornaments in the street, and then I went for my second coffee where I found the magazine that I designed the cover for, and then I did this little page with some of the letters and some of the decorations that I might potentially use for the piece. So right now I think I'm at a 20% maybe of the whole process. I think after documenting everything today and drawing a little bit, I have a pretty solid idea of what I'm gonna do. Do you remember the names of the streets? They are made out of tiles, and probably I can do something similar with a little bit of a crazy structure in Procreate. I think tomorrow I'll show you how I do it, because I also have a brush that I did a couple of years ago, and it's gonna be perfect to give me that tile repetition. Then tomorrow, when I have both words and some of the ornaments that I'm gonna place, I'm gonna go to Chueca and try to find a color palette, because I believe that's the most colorful neighborhood. Anyway, I'm going to have some dinner, a tea, a hot shower, and I'm off to bed. Okay, day 3. Is it day 3? I think so. Anyway, I'm going out and I'm gonna take this book. It's poetry. And I thought that maybe I could get inspired as well by this. Then, obviously, this one I'm not gonna take with me. This is going with me home. I also bought this Art Nouveau book to get some inspiration. And since this month's tutorials are all about Art Nouveau, this book is also gonna help me create the last 2 ones. You can check the 4 tutorials that I have, 2 on Patreon, also 1 on Skillshare, and then the 4th one is here on YouTube, and I'm gonna give you the link up here. Or you can also find it in the description below. So now I'm going to Chueca to find color palettes for my piece, and also I'm gonna find a nice coffee place to finish my sketch. So let's do it. I'm already dividing my canvas, thinking about the tiles that I want to place later. This grid will help me incorporate the different elements that I've been gathering throughout the day, and I'm planning to place the 2 main words in the largest sections, and then kind of like fill up the rest with supporting elements and details. Making a piece like this can definitely be a challenge. Everything is separated into sections, but it all needs to feel cohesive in the end. Please wish me luck. Now, let's go out to find some more inspiration before the sun goes down. Also, setting up the camera in random coffee places is a little bit awkward sometimes, so after an hour, it's time for me to run. Well, my trip to Madrid is almost over, but before it ends, I'm heading out for dinner with another lettering friend. Her name is Sandra, and her digital lettering work is absolutely stunning. You should definitely go check her out on Instagram at sasatype. Oh, and she's Peruvian, so she's taking me to a Peruvian restaurant tonight. Can't wait. Okay, so today is the last day, and yesterday night I wanted to do a little video when I came back from the Peruvian restaurant, that by the way was excellent. I don't know if you ever tried Peruvian, but you should. So what's in for today? I'm gonna go for a coffee now and I'm gonna finish the sketch, or at least I'm gonna try to incorporate some elements that I've been thinking about. Then after I'll come back, I'll just leave the camera and then I'm just gonna go for some vermouths with my friends, which I'm excited about. And that's gonna be it for this trip. Oh, by the way, before I forget, today I'm wearing a very special t-shirt that my friend Nick from Snooze One gave me maybe like a year ago or two. I don't know, look at it. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, let's go for a coffee. At this stage, I already have a pretty clear idea of all the elements that I want to include. I'm mixing a very particular Art Nouveau lettering style for the word alma. And when it comes to ritmo, I'm leaning toward a script style. I'll also be incorporating some Art Nouveau elements I found around the city, and to tie it all together, I'm writing a short poem about Madrid that I will include somewhere in the final piece. Okay, I'm back in the studio and now I'm gonna clean up the whole piece. I'm gonna show you a little time lapse of it, but if you wanna see the real-time video, you can click in the link somewhere here up. By the way, do you remember I said I could use the little poster on the train as a mock-up? You know, right at the beginning of the trip. Well, here it is. So here it is, Madrid's energy captured in letters. I have actually turned this into a limited edition fine art print, and you can find the link in the description below. And if there is one thing that you can take from this video, is that it's very important to share your ideas with others, let your surroundings inspire you, and also don't overthink, just create. Oh, and consider joining my Patreon if you want to learn all my Procreate techniques or just support the channel. That's it for Madrid. Next stop, next piece. Where should I go?